I remember the first time I ever saw this verse, I was still in high school, and I was so worried about something. And God really spoke to me from this verse and showed me how to cast my cares on the Lord. But listen to what this verse says in Philippians 4:6. Be careful for nothing. We saw in yesterday's program, this means don't worry about anything. That means don't worry about anything at all. Well, how do you not worry about anything at all? Well, the rest of the verse really tells us. It says, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And he begins by saying, but in everything by prayer. The word prayer is the Greek word prosuke. The word pros means to be face to face. So the first thing we know is that this is very close prayer. Paul's urging us to come face to face with God. The word euche means to make a vow or to make an exchange. When you put these two words together, this word of prayer really describes the act of surrender. And usually when we are worried about something, we're fretful, we're trying to hold on to something, we're trying to control something. And at that moment, sometimes the best thing you can do is surrender it. But in everything by prayer, by surrendering prayer, coming face to face with God, recognizing He is the one alone that has the power to save you, to change you, and to really control the world around you. Only God can do all of those things. He says, but in everything by prayer and supplication. The word supplication is the word diesis, which means to make a very strong petition. A very strong petition. In fact, I'll read to you directly from Sparkling Gems. A person who has some kind of lack in his life and therefore pleads strongly for his lack to be met. To beseech, to beg, to earnestly plead. So first of all, come before God, surrender yourself face to face with Him, make a vow. Lord, I'm going to give you my life. I'm going to give you everything that I am. And Lord, by the way, while I'm here and I'm giving you my life, I do want to present to you my needs. And you earnestly, clearly beseech the Lord. You lay it out very clear. Somebody says, well, I don't want to bother the Lord with my troubles. Well, you'll bother everybody else with your troubles, and the Lord is really the only one that can help you. So why will you bother everybody else but not bother the Lord? The Lord's the only one that can answer your need. But by the way, when you present your need, the next thing it says to do is to do it with thanksgiving. The Greek word eucharistia, from the word eu, which means something good or swell, and the word charis, which is the word grace. This word thanksgiving, when the two words are compounded together, means a heart just so full of grace, so full of thanksgiving, you can't control it. It just swells up on the inside of you. It's a thankfulness as you look to God to supply all the needs in your life. And then it says, let your requests be made known unto God. This word requests describes to be adamant in requesting and demanding assistance primarily to meet tangible needs such as food, shelter, money, and so forth. This is a person who insists or demands that a specific need to be met after approaching and pleading to his superior with respect and honor, but with a full expectation to receive what was firmly requested. When you come to the Lord and surrender, just surrender your life. You make a vow to Him that you're going to live for Him and do whatever He wants. You begin to worship Him. You make your supplication the word diesis. You begin to plead with Him because you recognize He alone is the one that has the authority to meet your needs. With a heart of thanksgiving, you begin to thank Him in advance for everything He is doing in your life. And finally, you make your requests known, specific requests. As you speak honorably to Him, He is your superior. But you present the promises of the Word of God strongly, adamantly, insisting on the basis of these promises. And you let your request be made known. The word known really means broadcast it, declare it. Don't be shy about being honest with the Lord. And when you put all of this together, it could really be rendered like this. Now listen to this. Don't worry about anything, and that means nothing at all.